Welcome back to the catch up here on Cris Cyborg's YouTube channel. I am James Lynch. She is Cris Cyborg. Cris, how are you? Happy Valentine's Day.
I'm great, James. Happy Valentine's too. Thanks for being here this special day.
Yes.
Happy Valentine's, everyone watch us.
Yes, thanks to everyone watching today, and I hope everyone out there has a great Valentine's Day. We got a lot to get into as we usually do, but before we get into today's topics, you know the drill. Hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, and hit that notification bell. It really does help out this channel a lot, and it takes 2 seconds to do, let's be honest. Okay, first, let's talk about the Super Bowl. Cris, you were right, I was wrong. The Kansas City Chiefs went out there and took care of business. What did you think of the Super Bowl? Pretty entertaining.
You know, it was a very close game. I was close fight. Very close game, so it was nice to see, all the fans live. I was so excited. It was a great game. So nice. And I won the bet.
You did.
I'm not gonna challenge you, James. It's okay. It's okay.
There you go. It's okay. I know I've been doing that good on my football picks, but that's why I'm covering this sport, not football, obviously. But let's be honest, Cris, the real Super Bowl this weekend was UFC 284. What a fight that was in the main event between Islam Makhachev and Alex Volkanovski. First, did you watch the fight? And if so, what did you think and how did you score it?
I watch after and I watch live, but I see like Islam surprised me a lot about his strike. Because get a bad. It was close a fight too, and I love Lovesky. He's really surprised me with his wrestling. I knew he's very good about wrestling, but he's ready. It was a great fight, and today I heard a little bit about the IV. The Islam take IV because they have a hard cut. I think maybe make a little difference about the weight, in the fight, the day the fight. Maybe we're gonna see this rematch. What do you think about it?
We'll see. Well, I'd love to see it because it was such a close fight. As far as the IV thing, I think USADA's got to figure that out because it was his teammate, Dan Hooker, who came out and said that, they're hearing that he used an IV. So we'll have to wait and see if that actually happened. But I mean, with how good that fight was, I would love to see a rematch at some point. I don't know if it should be next,
When it's close fight, I think the rematch is good to be. Let's see what's going to happen. I'm excited.
Yeah. I agree. And that wasn't the only winner this past week. It was your teammate, your good friend, Dione Barbosa getting a win. How impressed were you with her?
Yes, Dione did great. Now she's 5-2 MMA. So I believe at the end of the year, probably she's going to sign, it's a big event, big promotion. And I'm excited for her. She's been training really hard. She left Brazil, be here training, far away the family, and she's focused, for her dream. And I'm excited for her.
Yeah, we're so excited. Of course, friend of the show, Dion's been on here before. Just congrats to her. Really, really good win for her, who I know she's had a tough time getting fights too. So it's just good to see her get, a couple fights close together, which is great. Speaking of Brazil, you mentioned it there, Jose Aldo, the former champ, getting a win in his boxing debut. Cris, this is something we talked about because you've done something similar, obviously, going from MMA to boxing. What did you think of him getting a win? A pretty big deal for him.
I was really excited when you see he's going to do his debut in his boxing fight. And a great victory, great fight. And he's already have a schedule for his next fight. He's really having fun for sure, And then I'm happy, she's going to be a nice event. It's going to be Masvidal in this event. It's a Gamebred boxing. It's going to be great.
Yeah, and that's a good segue because I was going to ask you about that card too. We see a lot of MMA fighters on this Gamebred boxing card. Anthony Pettis going to be boxing Roy Jones Jr. But the big one I'm sure you're paying attention to, Vitor Belfort, going to be boxing Jacare Souza. I love this fight, Cris. What do you think?
I'm really friends with Jacare. I went to DCC, compete some grappling. He's a really good jiu-jitsu, really good experience. For sure, it's going to be a great challenge for him. I know he's focusing, training hard. It's going to be a great fight between him and Belfort. And I want to know Jacare do great.
Yeah, and I'm just happy to see these fighters, as they're sort of winding down their careers, getting paid. This is something we talk about. Yes. Good to see the fighters get their worth. Really happy to see that. That's awesome. And then sticking with boxing, we got Deontay Wilder. Looks like he's made a challenge to Francis Ngannou. Of course, Ngannou, a free agent to 2 fights. One is going to be boxing. One's going to be MMA. What did you think of that?
Man, you never see the boxing come to MMA. No, okay, Clarissa Shields did.
Yes.
But when you say, okay, I'm going to fight you boxing, and after I go MMA, I love it. I love to see Deontay doing this, change a little bit the game. It's nice. People, fans, boxing, come to MMA, watch. And I believe it's going to be great. It'll be great. I'm excited, to see this fight. And yeah, it'll be cool.
Yeah. We also should mention Jake Paul is supposed to be doing MMA. We haven't seen a fight booked yet, but I mean, we talked about this. We'll see how Jake does, because obviously he's a pretty good boxer, and then, add in MMA. But MMA is a different ball game. You know this, right?
It's MMA. Okay, when you come in for box to MMA, okay. When you do MMA, the fight starts stand up. Okay, have a little difference about boxing, but when you come to boxing to MMA, have a lot of things you need to learn. Self defense, wrestling. Jake Paul, he trained wrestling before, so he's have a little bit. So defense for you keep a stand up if you're from the boxing, jiu-jitsu, some defense. It's a little bit more complicated, but for sure it's gonna be great.
Speaking of great things, Cris, you're always giving back. That's one of the things I love about you, is that, using your platform to help others. And in this case, we got the Pink Belt Fitness going on this weekend. I know it's one of your favorite events to do, bringing women together, bringing everyone together, and teaching, self-defense and other things as well. Tell us a little bit more about the Pink Belt Fitness thing you got going on this weekend.
The Pink Belt started 2015. I have a dream. I say, I would like to make one gym just for the girls. But because I'm training, I'm busy, training all day, it's hard to stay in the gym for teaching, for training. So we have the idea to have some camps. Let's do some camps for the girls. So this camp started 2015. We're getting together. Sometimes it's 2 days. Sometimes it's 1 day. We teach them a little bit about everything, about the martial arts, about even single martial arts, like jiu-jitsu, wrestling, self-defense, Muay Thai. So, and then we stay 1 day together, have fun. Pink belts, because is the girls don't know anything about martial arts. You are welcome to come. Is the you I want to come. It's really cool for introduce to them my lifestyle, and the training together, have a fun, open to make a question. I tell a little bit about my fight story, so everything, and gonna come some fighters from this. Gonna come some moms who want to train Muay Thai to help me. It's nice. Some girls gonna want to just lose weight. Some people gonna train for feel good. So I'm happy, to show a little bit about my word for them.
Yeah, it's excellent what you're doing. Before we get out of here, I got to ask Cris, got any plans for Valentine's Day? You going out for dinner? Or are you going to do anything nice? Do you have any plans at all? Are you going to be training?
I have one more training before, but for sure I would like to gonna go dinner and chat. But Valentine's Days have to be every day.
Yeah, that's right. That's right, Cris. You bring up a great point.
So because we do every day, we working today.
yeah, exactly. You got to put in the work in your relationship. I agree with that. Little relationship advice for you. As always, before we get out of here, got to mention the OnlyFans. You're killing it over there, Cris. It's a great platform. I actually talked to a couple fighters today. They are now on OnlyFans as well, putting their content on there. It's becoming a really big platform for fighters. It's not all adult content. It's, obviously behind the scenes stuff. So talk a little bit about that. We've got the premium service, which you can sign up for less than a cup of coffee. You can pay with Bitcoin. And we got so much more. CrisCyborg.com. You lead us out of here, Cris.
So you guys can go to my website. You can sign up for a premium service. It's you're gonna have some techniques every Thursday, and you're gonna be talk to me more. You're gonna be do some lives together. And if you'd like sponsor me too, have a website too, and OnlyFans. Everybody I've been talk about a lot about it. Everybody shocked a little bit, but my OnlyFans is have a lot of content. Training, travels, have some great videos there. I did something special for you fans. You guys really see me fighting, but you can see outside the fight, know a little bit more about Cyborg, and you guys gonna do great. It's a great content. It's free, so you're welcome to be there and enjoy. And yes, that's it. I'm gonna say thank you. We already, I think the 5% inside the OnlyFans have a lot of people top one, so I'm very thankful for all the fans.